Okay, we're live. Oh, so what's going on? Zero? Frame one. We got zero in chat. What's going on, man? It's always good to see you, dog. I feel like it's been a minute since I've streamed. Or maybe I'm just too addicted to streaming. Yeah, 1 second. I also need to change my audio because I'm using my recording audio, not my well, I am using like the stream audio. I just don't have the there we go. That's the thing that gets rid of the and then we have to like bump it up to like maximum output. So we're kind of back to normal. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of music stuff, man. There's a song I'm working on right now that I'm just super duper gassed to just keep polishing and I mean it's one a rough draft I showed on stream a long time ago, but I think it's gonna be the song that's gonna be used for the next game. What's going on, Ming Phoenix? It's good to have you here. Also, how could I be streaming without some fireplace? Let's just put on some... Oh my goodness, that's a little loud, wasn't it? How are we doing on OBS? How loud was that? That felt almost like a jump scare, if I'm gonna be honest with you. That's my bad. But good to see you, Ming Phoenix. Hopefully you're doing well. Also, there we go. I was like, there's something that still feels wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep my mic here or not. We'll see. Another day, another Unity deving thing. Oh, man, I just don't want to do. I just don't want to work on Unity, man. I got bored and booted up IntelliJ IDEA. Let's go, dude. Oh, IntelliJ and then IDEA. That better be IDEA Vim. You better be saying IDEA Vim and not something else. Mem copy. Yeah, we're not doing the fun stuff today. We're not doing any we're not working in C. We're not doing the game engine project today. No, sirree. No. We're working on the Fight and Flight, the dang old Radial Rush game. That will be done eventually at some point this month. Vim is too complicated? Nah, man. You gotta let yourself be consumed by it. You know, you just gotta embrace the Vim. Like, just let your mind, body, and soul just get consumed by the Vim motions, okay? Like, that's all you need. You just need to let yourself just be like, get full Vimified. Just ultra Vimified. Just let it happen. Let the Vim wash over you, man. If you let the Vim wash over you, so many good things are gonna happen. You're gonna get a check for $1 billion. You're gonna get that promotion. I guess you don't care about promotions if you got $1 million. It's like the One Piece. If you learn Vim, you're gonna get like wealth, fame, power. I'm just not 100% not... Right now, I'm just 100% not yoinking directly from documentation and watch it burn because versions. 100% not yoinking directly from documentation. I don't even understand, man. Also, is the... I can hear the T. I've been working without the TV for so long, and now I can actually hear it. Oh god, this is gonna be a problem. I need to. Let me try to just kill that frequency real quick, cause it's getting me, man. I thought I killed it, but. Okay. I can't kill that frequency, or else I start sounding like I'm underwater. This is terrible. I'm trying so hard to kill that frequency, but it's so bad, man. We're actually underwater right now, man. And 1 second, I'm trying to nuke some frequencies here. Dude, how much can you hear from my environment? What's going on? You can like hear the planes outside or something. You hear that? We're actually just underwater at this point. Brother, come on. Come on. It's like in the bathroom during a party remix. Yeah. Or it's like those, my parents are arguing, or installing Arch while my parents argue. ASMR. Oh, man. 1 second, I'm gonna do something here. These are high shelves and then low pass. It's like changing between these two different types of bands. What I want to control is how tight it is, but I can't. So it's just gonna nuke a bunch of adjacent frequencies, which is not great. Not great at all. So I can do a high pass, and that solves some of the sounds we're getting. But as far as the sounds, yeah, and if I get rid of that, it comes back, man. 1 second, I'm trying to get this audio thing working. Or I just need to get a graphical EQ or something, so I can like really dial in the frequency I want to kill. Because right now my this EQ is nuking everything, man. Alright, we'll just do a low pass. Let's do this. I'm gonna just bring this back to normal. This is gonna be a low pass. And I'm hoping I still kind of hear it. I don't know. You might just have to live with this. I don't know what to do, man. I'm trying my darndest hardest, but nothing seems to work. Also, even if I set everything to normal, it still sounds like this. I don't know what's going on. So, yeah, if I do that, it's fine. If I do this, now it's back. And if I hopefully, oh, you know what? This sounds kind of okay. This doesn't sound as bad. That's not what a plane sounds like. I don't know, man. I was hearing something very low and rumbling. Maybe it's just my watch or something. I don't think we can actually get rid of the sound convincingly. I can try like nuking. Oh, did we get it? I think we mostly got it. I'm missing some fun frequencies that I like, but I think we got them. This sounds all right. It's still kind of there, but we can live with that. We can live with that, and that's like the key here. Okay. All right. So let's talk about what we're going to do today. The agenda for today is to not work on music. We're not going to be doing any music production. I'm trying really hard not to. I've been super obsessed with music production this past weekend, and the song I'm making is for the next game, and It's really exciting me, but I can't keep working on it until I can. I have another game in the pipeline, so we gotta wrap up the game, dog. We gotta finish up this game. Last time we were struggling with the sprite sheet, I got it working off stream. Yeah, for real, Jeremy. Ding ding. Hello, this is Cat speaking. I also changed the particle effects for the machine or for the car. I actually don't like it, and I almost feel inclined to make my own particle system. Because Unity's particle system kind of sucks, and there's additional controls I want to have, and I want to have. It's just easier if I just make a simple rudimentary one and use that as opposed to like. It's simpler to just use that as opposed to just trying to access and coerce the particle system to do the things I want it to do. But yeah, we have this working. Let's see if we can get to the mochi level. Yeah, ship it. I did. I need to just ship it, man. I need it done. I needed the game done yesterday. What's going on? 1080p UHD 4K ultrasonic surround sound, Panasonic, deep bass, OLED display, dude. It's good to see you, man. Now the real thing is that what's the next game I'm gonna work on? Because there's two projects, right? There's a bunch of projects, but the two ones in my mind are either this ASCII game engine RPG or Messy Mansion, that 3D platformer we're working on. And in that 3D platformer, there's two more options that we have there. I can either finish the game in Unity, but that game is kind of sentimental to me, and I kind of don't want it to be tied up in Unity. The other option is I'd have to make another variation of the Cozy engine, except make it 3D. Because unlike the other games where I can design it very, like it's because it's 2D, I can do these weird kind of specific design decisions. For a 3D game where you actually have to like manipulate a scene in 3D, I actually have to create some similar either similar interfaces to what I have in Unity. That's kind of what I would want, or I can spend time devising how I want to manipulate a 3D scene in a Vim oriented way, which that's also kind of fun for me. So there is a lot to consider. Yeah, there you go. There's I can either release Messy Mansion within a couple months, hopefully, or if I do the engine, I can release it next in like a couple years. Maybe not that bad. I'm not making a general purpose engine, so I can actually just implement explicitly what I need to the bare minimum requirements to make it happen, and then that'll be fine. It does mean, though, I'd have to re-implement the entire game as well, so that's a whole thing to do. Also, we need to implement the game over state for this and fix some bugs here. The fact that you can like game over multiple times is kind of bad. We don't want to have that already. Been a while since I've been here. It's all good, Jeremy. Oh, you did tweak some of the movement on the ship. Maybe I'm misremembering, but it feels a lot more rigid now and not as floaty. Yeah, it is much more rigid, actually. Yeah, this keeps expanding infinitely. Yeah. So I made I actually had an issue. There was an error with how I was calculating the lurk percentage for this. I was using a normalized value from 0 to 1, when in reality I actually had to use that times 100, because I was lerping on delta time, and with that you have to think about it. The way I think about it is like percents per second. So yeah, doing that helped fix things. It also meant that I can revise the curves for how we handle the display of the engines. So if I go to the engine UI, you can see there's like a much more distinct curve that's shown there. And it actually means something. Oh man. Yeah. Also, today's kind of weird. I realized I have my microphone straight in my face as opposed to like on top of the mic, so, or on top of the keyboard, so I don't know what we're gonna do there. I also fixed some probability stuff. The way I was calculating weighted item chances was not actually good. So we actually fixed how we calculate random values. So, and we might have to implement a shuffle because random is random, and there's a possibility for a lot of repeats. So I think I need to implement a shuffle thing as opposed to a true random selection. So there's a lot to do. I want to do these buttons, make them look nicer. I need to add the upgrade thing. I'm not sure how you want to do that. I don't know. I think I'm going to do some play testing and see what people think before I commit to doing anything. There we go. It's all wiggly. Too bad on mobile you're not going to be able to see that as pronounced because like you're not touching anything, so there's no mouse. We need to fix this as well. That's a bad bug. That's a bad bug. And it's probably the easiest one to fix though, I'm assuming. Famous last words, right? But like I feel like it should be. Also, I'm like crouching like a shrimp. Can you hack my account? My username? Nah, man. I'm not a hacker. Outside of just like, you know, slapping stuff together and doing some coding, but definitely not a Matrix hacker. Nor am I really interested in that. Oh, the menu looking sick too. The vision definitely came to life. Yeah, it's coming there, man. It's getting better and better. Still not quite there. I'm not happy with a lot of this stuff, but what can you do, right? It's there's a marginal benefit. There's that whole idea of marginal benefit and diminishing returns, and we can keep putting work into this to make it approach the limit of our vision closer and closer until it converges on our limit or on our vision, but the time cost is just more and more and more. So this next 2 weeks the game has to be done. That's what we've oh my, what is happening? What is happening? What was that? I don't know what just happened. Oh, what's going on, Zero? I remember the first time I heard a CRT, I had a horrible time. Turns out I'm just really bad with sharp sounds. It's all good. Yeah, I've gotten used to it. I'm surprised I can still hear the frequency for a CRT. But I got accustomed to it. It's only these past few days that I've been doing a lot of audio recording that I've been having it off, and I got accustomed to not hearing a CRT anymore, so now I was able to actually hear it. It's still kind of there, though. Can you still hear it, Zero? But yeah, I had to start doing that because I was recording a lot of audio for a song, and I didn't realize it, but the CRT frequency was picked up by the mic, of course. So when I listened to the track on my phone on the way to work, I was like, wait, why do I hear the CRT whine there? Oh. So this weekend I had to go and re-record every single part I could. Like a lot of the trombone stuff I had to re-record. A lot of the vocals I had to re-record. There's some I can't re-record because I'm not hitting it the way I did it when I first did it, so it's whatever. Hey, what's going on, Kate? It's good to see you. You can't hear it? Thank you, Zero, for that confirmation. Always love to hear that. Always love to see it. And also, always good to see you, Kate. Hopefully you're doing well. Glad to have you here. Hopefully your weekend was well, swell, and rad. We need to fix some stuff here. So first of all, I want to fix the formatting that's going on. I kind of assumed that we were going to have this, like, beautiful, hey, I'm going to have months, dash, day, slash, YYY. I'm not seeing that here. And I'm not sure why. I would have thought this would be enough. But no. I cannot just do that. So, is there something I'm missing here to have the format the way I want it to? Or more importantly, do I just give up and use a different format? And so, wait, what was that? Okay, I can see it. So let's just try something real quick. Let's just see if we can do a simple format change. And recompile. Cool. Or recompile and see if the highest score thing is going to actually format correctly. If Unity decides to reload. But yeah, so there's a lot of different ideas for the next project. There's a lot I'm kicking around. I also kind of want to take the ASCII engine a little bit further. Well, I'm going to make it more generalized, I think. So instead of having all transforms being orthographic, or not orthographic, but having them be aligned to the axes, I'm going to add a transform matrix to it and start having arbitrary position and posing. And then right now our ray marching is only it stops with the first object it hits, but we need to have ray march propagate forward. So, or we don't need to, but it'll be cool to have some more dynamic lighting. So we shall see. Okay, let's go to high scores. Now that's a format. Okay, the PM should be together though, and I want to specify that this is a numbering and that this is a score. So let's be a little bit more specific about this, shall we? Number. Oh, do I even have a MI character set? I guess we'll find out. We'll find out if this works. Oh, and I remember this doesn't work because I don't think in my in my font sheet that I created, I don't think we have slashes in there, and that might be the cause. It's going well. It's good. It's good to hear you. Yeah, that's exactly 0. I saw Arabic and I was like, wait, why is there Arabic on my IDE right now? But you saw the French and I was like, alright. I just saw funny characters that I don't recognize. I was like, wait, am I going crazy? No, it's not. The world has invaded my IDE. At least for a second. Okay, we did stuff. I recompiled. There's actually a little bit more I want to do to it, but yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to check the font set. And I believe it's going to be in fonts, alpha digits, alphanumeric, digit, font me, no. Oh yeah, this is the font where I taught you guys how to forge my signature, right? That's pretty sick. No, we're normal. Why is this? Oh, that's the key. Okay, here's the font. Yeah. By the way, guys, here's if you forgot, like, this is how you can forge my signature. So if anyone wants to take out if any of you guys want to get a new car, boy howdy, do I have some good news for you. What resolution is this? It's 224, and we have 8 characters wide, so 224 divided by 8 equals 28. So these are going to be 28 grids at least. Grid settings. Width is going to be 28. I don't care about height, it just has to be big enough. Do I care about height? I don't care about height. So what are we gonna do? I have this, so that's good. I just don't have forward slashes or backslashes. We can accommodate that though. So we'll do a little forward slash and then a little backslash. Fantastic. This seems too rigorous. Let's actually make this a little bit more human. A little bit more me. How on earth are you gonna forge my signature if you don't have backslashes in the character set? I know I'm not using my tablet. It's okay, we'll live. I think. That looks terrible, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna be picky. I'm not being picky. I'm not being picky. The game will live if we have slashes that don't look quite slashy. It's okay. It's okay. Alright, we're gonna save. We go back into application. This is gonna be a frame count of 2, so it's gonna be 61 or 2 more. And splendid. And beyond that, we can go back to the font me, and you're gonna have a. Did I set it correctly? Did I set it to 61? I feel like I'm crazy right now. Is it? I modified the shader, not the material, but not the. I'm not gonna complain. I'm just gonna be happy that this is working. And we did, what was it? Forward slash first, and then backslash. Splendid. And you know what? I bet if we go back here and format it the way we initially intended, it will render correctly now. So that's good. And now we can have this number, this to indicate that this is like entry. Cool. That's a simple fix. I'm happy with that. I was going endless training, yep. Yeah, I know you're on your arc with the whole machine learning stuff, but we got 8% profit after fees. Let's go. So maybe it's not over yet. Yeah, I will. I'll pray that you do the best that you can in your job, in your quest of teaching machines greed. Okay, no, that might be a exaggeration. But if it's a legitimate request, I will do that, Kate. No, it does not sound like you're going through a fun time with that. With the volume you have to deal with, I can't even fathom dealing with that. There's a guy at my job who's doing a lot of machine learning stuff. And they have to like... They give him like the best hardware and everything and a ton of space. And it's like, whoa, dude. And I stop by his desk and I'm like checking his... Because he has his task manager open and I'm like seeing things maxed out. I'm like, whoa, dude. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? He's gonna get every single... The company paid for the whole GPU. So he's gonna use the whole GPU. Okay, go to high scores. Oh my goodness, this looks okay. Is it clear that this is score though? Do you think it's clear that that's score? Also, maybe like the top one should have like a crown or something. The beauty of having my own font set is I can add stupid things like I can make a crown emote super easily and add it quickly to our font set. And now voila. Voila. Now we can render a crown next to number 1. What's going on, dope? How much do clothes cost in the Matrix? I mean, it depends, right? Are you the chosen one or are you not? If you're the chosen one, everything's free. Heck, dude, if you're the chosen one, you can have clothes pay you money. But if we're plebs, then we're we're paying the toll troll. Uh, 62, and then what are we gonna do for our? We have to associate this character, this special character, with a icon of some sort. I don't know what to make it though. Do we have something that's reserved? I feel like I've used most of the icons, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. What do we have? Yeah, up and close brackets, squares. Yeah, dude. What am I gonna use? What am I gonna do? Oh, we can use. Oh, I have the Enya right here. Darn you, Dinkelberg. Why did I make a font set so darn robust? I can. There's a normal character. I never realized there's like 2 comma things. Like there's this character, but then there's this one. Oh, is that what? What is this? Wait a second. Wait. What is that character? Wait. So you have like the double comma, you have the single comma, you have the Enya character. Who are you? Who is this guy? Who invited him here? I mean, I'm not complaining because like I never have ever used that character for anything in my life. That's probably an exaggeration, but in my mind I've never used it. So we're gonna reserve this character for the special stuff. Bam. Ba-bam. Sprite count. Now you're 62. Ba-bam. And now you're gonna be 62. Ba-ba-bam. And as for this, if we have to do a conditional where it's like if this is number 1, we're gonna do one thing, and otherwise we're gonna do another thing. We are number 1. I still remember when that was a big meme. Okay, so I equals 0. We're gonna do the crown. I'm not sure where to place it, but oh my goodness. Oh my stars. And then otherwise, if you're not, you're just gonna do this. Honestly, you can avoid another scope. Let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, that seems a little bit more reasonable. Okay, let's try running. A tilde? Is that what it's called? A tilde? No, I mean, it is. Here, like, when I think... Because in Spanish, a tilde is accompanied by a character, right? It's not by itself. It's not hanging out by itself. So I just think of the tilde as like a modifier on a character. I don't think about it as like a thing of on its own. Like that's perplexing to me. Okay, do you have to recompile? Because of course it doesn't recompile. My GPU is constantly pinned at 99%. Memory filled, so I'm not surprised. Also, anything helps, of course. We'll know the greed they talked about in the Bible. Slash joke, yeah. What are you making? Oh, right now I'm just fixing a high score system we have right now. And I'm gonna get this game done, dude. Hopefully very soon. So collect some coins, cool, and then we're gonna die and crash and burn. So we can perfect, and now we can go to the main menu, exit, and we're gonna go back. What? Do you see? Are you seeing this, Scoob? Do you see? Everything is just a tilted now. Is it treating the space like that? Is that what's going on here? Everything is just, whoops, all tilde, all crowns. Whoopsie. Well, that's not supposed to happen. I don't know how that happened. Why would that happen to little old me? I was just trying to have a nice little font. And they got me. They got me. Okay. Oh, did I mix? Oh no. Did I do a bad? I think I did it bad. Did I add the tilde to the wrong spot? Is that what's going on? There's a space there. I can't see on the screen, dude. Like, it's too small for me to see on the screen. So I can't see what characters I'm, like, next to. I'm just gonna add a tilde there. That looks like a tilde, and I don't see anything like that around here, so that's the peak of our investigation. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna hope that everything is fine after this. And we're gonna just try it one more time. It's used for approximation, so like 16 where can be replaced with about... Wait, what are you saying, Zero? What's used for approximation? Okay, we grab coins, we die, boom, boom, there we go, exit, go here, and now this looks more correct, beautiful, splendid even. I love to see it. I tell you what, I love to see it. Also, I hate this. Let me fix that in the font, and then we're gonna move on to actually fixing the real issue here, which is like which is how the list is populated. I did something very lazy, and I think I'm paying a piper for it right now. Actually, we're just gonna go straight to fixing it. We're running to an issue where everything gets populated with like the last score, so we're gonna have to kind of think about this a little more deeply. Alright guys, so let's put on our thinking caps and think through what exactly I'm doing wrong today. What am I doing wrong? That is the game I play all the time in my profession. What are we doing wrong? On today's show, we're going to be talking about why my high score system is broken and why I cannot comprehend it. So let's just walk through it. This is the high score view. It gets a little reference to text, and we have awake, and it starts as coroutine, and we have to wait a frame. There's a reason, I think, but I don't know why. There's some kind of order of operations error that's going on there. Waiting a frame fixes it. We're just gonna ignore that code smell. After we do that, we get the component, that's fine. We get the data for... We get the run records. That's what we are getting here. I'm not sure. Data is a very misleading term. Yeah, let's just not do that. I'm just gonna call it what it is, run records. Okay, cool, fantastic. There can only be 10 scores ever, maximally. So I'm simply just gonna iterate through them, and we get the current score for there. We check to see if it's default, which means that, hey, you weren't set, so you're gonna be an empty entry, and we're not gonna care about you, and you're gonna just be gone. No one likes you. And then if it's not default, I'm assuming that there's actually some real pertinent data there that's important that actually needs to be rendered, and then we do our display here. It works fine when there's only a single record. When there's multiple records, that's when things go real bad. So, why is that? We can try figuring out that question, or we could have our run records keep track of all the entries that exist, and we can just, instead of using the default comparison, which I think is probably flawed, we're instead going to be using an explicit value range for I, and we can just do the correct thing based off of that. That seems more responsible. I like that idea. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna see if that's the way I have things set up. And what do we have here? We have a fixed array. And that's why I was being lazy, because I didn't want to have another value to have. Because I was like, oh, we're just going to have a full array. But you know what? No. Nay, Shaniqua. We're not going to do that. We're actually going to have a real count, and we're going to keep track of it, and we're going to actually update it accordingly. Okay? Because we're big boys here. We're big boys. And that's what big boys do. So the big boy thing I'm going to do is every time we do... Oh. Never mind. The issue has nothing to do with this count thing. It has to do with this. The way I populate this. And the way I handle insertion. The issue's actually probably here. Every time we insert a record. The issue's probably not actually happening in the UI. It's actually happening when we set the record. And it's how we move elements down one slot. That's how that happens. Okay. Beautiful. What are you making, bro? I'm making a video game, and I'm fixing some high score UI stuff right now. In the game, there's like a little top 10 score for all your best runs, and right now it just does not work. I'd like to sugarcoat it, but the truth is, what I wrote is broken, so I'm in the process of trying to figure out how exactly this is broken. Actually, that's a bad term, because broken implies that it was good and then it got broken. No, this is like malformed. It was born this way. I birthed a defected system, and now we're trying to do some crazy, I don't know, stem cell replacement stuff. Forgive me. I have a tambourine, as you do. Right, so we have a new record we'd like to add. We generate the new data for the run record. Beautiful. We set our placement index as -1. We iterate through 0 to 10. So we go, hey, buddy. Hey, pal. I still might want to have a count, actually, but we'll see. So we get the current record of the slice. We check to see if placement index is not equal to -1. And then we insert it, huh? Oh. Wait, okay. So you just straight up place it in there. Data IOS1. Do we set placement index? Okay, sets equal higher slot. Your clock is a minute ahead. These types of clocks are inaccurate. You can't make them inaccurate at all. It's something to do with how they're built. They do some weird hacky stuff to make it pretty close, but it's not perfect. Oh, what's going on here, Zero? For example, code goes... Oh, Zero, I have used that character. You're right. You're right, Zero. Because in Discord, the tilde, you can use that to be like, hey, dude. Yeah. And you can type in CS to be like, I'm doing some C# code right now. And then I'm going to do, I don't know, public void. I don't know. I don't know, make pizza. I have to like stop. I'm like, sometimes high schooler me comes out and I have to like be like, no, we're not that guy. We're not that guy. He's gone. And it's for good. It's for the best. But you can do this and paste it, and now you have like nice formatted code. Yeah, I have used tildes before. I just haven't been using Discord enough. Or I guess I haven't been using Discord for the right reasons. Everyone knows Discord is not meant to be a chat app. It's meant to be a source control platform where you can just copy and paste your entire code base in there. I'm not gonna lie, dude. My first job, I was like such a dumb kid, dude. I didn't know about source controls. I just did stupid things. I had a bunch of, and it's funny because like eventually someone else inherited it, and they had to reach out to me to be like, hey, there's a file here that's like, hey, there's a file that's like all caps. Please friggin' work, or I am going to jump off a bridge. Oh my god, for real! Exclamation marks. And then like, there's 3 other files that are named exactly the same way, but just one progressively more exclamation marks. What? Notable. Not a tilde. There you go. I had a little dyslexia there. Actually, I'm not dyslexic. This is just the fact I'm using a CRT. Letters blend together in a way that just doesn't happen. It's not a tilde. It's a tilde. Is a. Oh, that's a tilde. It's an enya. That we don't call it a. Okay, no, enya's the N with that. A tilde is that. I don't know what it is. I'm just confused, man. I'm just confused, dog. How you I'm sorry, what are you asking? Have I tried to make a compiler? Bytecode source to source JIT? I mean, I'm using C#. I'm compiling with IL to C++, so we're not doing JIT compilation, at least for the final builds. It's like actually compiled stuff. Yeah. I haven't done anything like fancy like that though. I'm not at the compiler level. I'm just not that guy. Maybe one day. How I say tilde. What's wrong with how I say tilde, dude? Let me be lazy. Oh, 32-bit, what you got going on here, man? Instead of buying a new pin cable for my so kind of give me an adapter. You'll have to see it. Long live adapter chaining, or just adapters. Oh, wrong image. Ah, whatever. Okay, I was trying to figure out what I was doing here. So placement, if it's negative, if it's not -1, that means it's not the first element. That's what's going on, right? So we say, hey, we're not the first element. We're going to copy the values from the top. That is... Oh, that's not only not first element. Have we inserted new value? Yes. Empty slot. Oh, this returns? No, you have to do stuff, dude. How many Discord instances? I have like 4 different Discord instances open right now. 5. Why do I have so many Discords open, dude? Also a bunch of Fiverr tabs. Dude, Fiverr is crazy. I love Fiverr. I'm digging using it. So much talent. So much talent. Say how to pronounce it though. Why does Kagi say how to pronounce it though? I mean, because Kagi's that great. They actually show you how to pronounce stuff. Which I need apparently. Yeah, but Sweetie, okay, there you go, Sweetie Cheeks. Yeah, Mickey. I haven't done that, gone that level. I haven't gone to assembly level. I want to. At some point, but I have so many projects I need to do. But I was looking at some assembly stuff over the weekend. And it looks fun. So it's an empty slot. Right, if it's an empty slot, we don't need to order anything. We just like return. Yeah, that's fine. Higher slot. I'm trying to understand why we... Oh, I still have Discord unmuted here. That's why. Cabin guy that says, "Wah, you got me." You almost got me. I started saying the "wah" sound, but I didn't say it. You didn't get me. You didn't get me, Zero. Dude, everyone in our Discord is gonna be super. They're not gonna know what's going on here. Neither should they. Neither should they. Okay, so you have inserted a new value. We insert it there and we continue on our way. We have inserted value. We propagate the value below. We do that indiscriminately though, and we continue. So we have to actually check for another thing, which is that the previous value is not an empty value. Or the current... Yeah, because no matter what, we're always, once we encounter the first element, it's just going to keep going through this and copying the previous value. We want to do that until... until the next value is empty, right? Because we're dealing with this. Okay, let's illustrate what's going on here, right? So you have like entry 1, and it has like, let's do a couple entries. 4, 5, 6. We're not going to do the whole 10. And we enter the first value, and it's great. We have a new value of like, I don't know, V, right? Cool. We iterated. We found cool. We want to insert a new value. We go here. Okay, there's already a value here. So we go forward. We say, hey, this is an empty slot. Fantastic. Place. In fact, we don't have to do the second iteration. Let's do the first iteration. So we iterate here. Found a slot. Cool. Paste it. Then we go to the next round. We go, okay. We've placed something. Oh, this is a destructive process. Ooh. So you know what I actually need to do? Is we shouldn't return. Yeah, there's something more we need to do here. So we should not return, but rather... Okay, this is fine for the first case scenario. In this case, we have placement index, and we set it and assign it. Oh, we don't do the assignment. We only do the direct assignment if we encountered an empty slot. And oh, this might be a bad way to handle this. In fact, we may not even want to do this, because we're doing the thing where we insert the slot after the fact. Okay, yeah. Hey, Jocelyn the Great, it's good to see you here. Welcome to the stream again. And YouTube's doing this thing where it says hola, or it's saying hello instead of hola. So, hello Jocelyn, it's good to see you. I will never forgive YouTube for auto-translating you. Okay, what do you have here? Yeah, I got him. Got him. Also, hey, what's up? Is your name Smole? Hello, Smole. Welcome to the Discord. Glad to have you here. You know, maybe I'll keep notifications on. Yeah, it does, Jocelyn. Like, let me show you what I see on my screen. So, let's see if it works. Paste it here. Now you're going to see what I see. You're going to see the sausage, how it's been made. And if I zoom in here, you see, Jocelyn, how it says, it has this icon that indicates it's been translated. But I just see hello. So here, it's like I get to see a bit of your culture, right? I'm like, oh, Spanish, fantastic. One of my people. But no, YouTube goes hello, and then now you went from that to, like, in my mind, it's very weird. It's not weird. Every time I see like someone say hello in text, in my mind I hear Inigo Montoya when he says hello. Yeah, this one.
My name is Inigo.
No, not that one though. This one. No, where do you say it? No, not that one. That's Hukam. There we go. That's the one. That's what. Every time I see hello, I just hear him say hello.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father.
Prepare to die. I love that movie. Such a good movie. Such a freaking good movie, man. Yeah, it's too bad, man. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. To me, I just see Spanish. To YouTube, they say, oh, that's an error. You don't want that. I will say, though, it's kind of... There's some weird stuff that's YouTube is doing that's kind of like... I feel conflicted. Because, there's this Japanese YouTuber who I stumbled across where his whole content is just saving shrimps and crabs and octopuses from the store and like rehabilitating them back to health. But his videos are completely in Japanese. But YouTube has an auto dub feature. And it's like, oh, I can understand you. This is weird, though. I feel perplexed. It really gets bad when I'm trying to immerse in a target language like Japanese. For example, YouTube auto dubs a video with AI. Yeah, and you have to like go into the settings and turn it off. And it's not persistent. You have to reset it every single video. It's crazy. We're gonna have like this ultra monolingual funnel we're gonna be in. Alright, I was doing something, wasn't I? We got rid of the first return. So now the second iteration is where things go wrong, I believe. So again, we're going to walk through this. Not destructively either. We've inserted a new value. Have we inserted a new value? Or has it? Let's correctly name this. Has a index, has a placement index been found? If so, everything that's happening now is just shifting everything down. So we have value, let's say V, and then, or let's be simple, A, B, C, and then these slots are empty, right? And then we decide to insert D, is going to be inserted here. Oh, we're doing things destructively still. Because then we iterate to the next index, and I copy B to here. We go over here, and we just keep copying B all the way down. We can't be doing that, man. So, I guess if we want to do this right, once we found the... Dude, brother. Do we, like, iterate backwards? Because then if we iterate backwards, this one becomes C, and then this becomes B, and this becomes A. We don't destroy the previous values. So, I mean, it's not... Performance is not a consideration here at all, because there's only 10 values we're iterating through, so it's, like, fine. So we can do one iteration to find our desired value. Okay, one second. Let me check the Discord. What's going on here? What's going on, Small? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the Discord, man. Stop. I don't want to wave. I don't want to wave. I just want to say, what's good, man? Welcome. Make yourself cozy. And you will make yourself cozy because of the implication. And then minus minus. It's funny just throwing that in there, like randomly in a conversation, even if it doesn't make any sense. Alright, anyways. So now we iterate backwards. So while I is greater than or equal to 0, we're going to do I equals 9. And then I minus minus, because we're starting for the value inclusively. And then we're going to do our shift. And actually, we're not going to do the shift. We're going to actually iterate until we reach our placement index. That's what we're going to do. I is greater than placement index. Splendid. Oh, splendid. It makes me quite happy. So we no longer do this. We're not shifting values at all. We are simply just ascertaining our index. And once we find our dream index, this love of ours, we quit the iteration and we iterate again. But now we iterate backwards up until we get to placement index. Does that sound fair to you, class? That sounds pretty swell to me. And actually, we're not going to be iterating before placement index. Because if, let's say, we're here, we had A, B, C, and then we inserted D here. Actually, let's just do this. A, B, C. We decide to insert D here, and we start iterating backwards. So like, okay, this is gonna be the same as there, and then the same as here. We get to here, this is gonna become C. Over here, it's gonna become B. And we don't want to modify this. Okay, actually, no, we're good. We iterate up until before this index, and then we do the swap after the fact. That's the important recipe here, is that we do the swap at the very end. Okay, beautiful. I think we're good. I think we're fit. I feel so positive right now. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I was like in the mood of doing music production, and I was like, dude, I'm so wrapped up in this song. I don't want to stop to do some coding, but you know what? This is pretty good, man. I feel pretty good about this. So we're gonna get some coins, some coinage, and then we're gonna die a couple times, and it's gonna be great, fantastic. And then we're gonna retry a couple times, and we're now on this level. Beautiful. Grab some more coinage, and then we boom, boom, die again, and retry, and then now we're gonna try for real. Oh, we're the same level. I just wanted to hear the music for a second. What's going on, Jack? Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well this fine evening and or morning or afternoon or whatever your time of day you're occupying right now. Also, we need to replace this. I don't like these guardrails for this level. I think we're going to do like a sand. Like, this is just going to be some crazy beach that just ascends to the heavens. Or maybe not to the heavens, but to the sky. Okay, we got some coinage. Now we can die. Perfectly fine. Boop. We die, we exit. We go to the high scores table, and look at that! That looks... Does that not look quite nice? I don't like how this is not aligned correctly. That's gonna drive me a little crazy. Definitely evening. It's 1:19 a.m. What do you mean evening? That's morning. Nah, I'm the same way. In my mind, it's evening until I go to sleep. Doesn't matter the time of day. The same way breakfast is any time of day. It's just whenever I decide to eat. Okay, we have some decisions to make here. We have some decisions to make. And I'm not sure how I want to handle it. Because scores can the maximum scores can go pretty high, I imagine, with this game. I can try to make the game very cutthroat, but there's a theoretically infinite size to how scores can get. You know, let's see if we can, let's try going for a high score, dude. Let's just see what kind of crazy, in fact, let's not do this. Let's get the crazy, stupid, beefy vehicle, and, with a lot of HP, and just really cheese this. And we're gonna use blue for optimum speed. I'm sorry, I thought I chose this vehicle. Why is the spray colors not working right? Why is this one's colors wrong? Why is everything just wrong? I need to move this back button too, because every time I end up changing the color of it. Whatever. Alright, let's go fast. Let's go fast. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Ow. Okay. I mean, we're not getting that much coins though. We should actually like aim for the coins instead of trying to go fast. As fast as this vehicle is, it is a little bit hard to control. I do find myself struggling a little bit with it. Oh. It's okay, we can afford it. Okay, we're getting close to triple digits. That's what I want to see. I'm not going to try to go for 1,000 though. Quadruple digits. Yeah, we're not going to go for quadruple. Okay, let's try dying. I also need to fix the collision stuff, so yeah, it's another thing we need to deal with. It's more prevalent on mobile for whatever reason. Yeah, like that. Okay, so we died. We exit. We go to the main menu. We go to the scores. Handles triple digits fine. I'm more concerned about the quadruple digits. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a cool debug function here, guys. We're going to see a developer backdoor today. Congratulations. So we're going to take this run records. This is executed how many times per frame? Yeah, we're going to go to the player actually. I think we're just going to simply do that. And we're going to add a fun little hack. On start, we're going to do observable every update. Stop. There we go. Subscribe. Okay, and if... No, not fixed. If input.getKey down VK... No, that's GameMaker VK. No, it's keycode. Dot, I don't know what key we're gonna make is gonna be our money button. I elect the number 4. Oh, alpha 4. We're gonna increment our score by like a lot. Actually, how do we do that? Because we only have the pickups do that, so how is this done? Oh, we have a published pickup coin thing. Yeah, okay. I should probably just make a static function that does this or whatever. Beautiful. So, and we're not gonna do 1. That's cheap chump change. We're gonna do like, I don't know, 50 or maybe just 100. Something stupidly big. Okay, we're gonna run it. What's going on, saying the single samurai? What's going on? What's going on, Cavid? Do your games have a story and dialogue? Not this game. Most of the other games I want to work on, though, are going to have story and dialogue. In fact, the music I'm making for this game, for the next game, I really want to do the next game, because like the music characterizes the, oh, my bad. The story. And then there's like a lot of characters I want to put in there, and there's some storylines I want to really flesh out. But yeah, games I work on have that. Messy Mansion has a dialogue system that's going on there, and I'm going to make another one in my engine. Yeah, I want to make games that tell stories. Any Easter eggs you want to have or already have added? Nothing yet, but we will at some point. Also, Syndicate, yes, we are live. It's good to see you, Syndicate. Hopefully it's well wherever you're at. I know it's late for you, but hey, you know what? I appreciate you popping in. But yeah, Syndicate, the vocal stuff is like so... I've been having fun doing a lot of like almost choral arrangement for the song. And it's like there's like some really the song I showed in stream a while ago is nothing compared to what we have right now, and I had a bunch of fun this weekend because I got some actual drummers and a trumpet player to record some parts for me. Oh yeah, our button, our money button. Oh, look at that, guys. We have the get money button. Okay. Yeah, the date gets cut off. So maybe we don't include, I don't know, should we include the time or the date? I don't know. I'm excited to see what we come up with the story games. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I'm like super excited. It's like I have a wipe. So behind me, I'll show you right now. You guys you're gonna get an exclusive sneak peek of Cozy's living situation. Maybe not living situation, but a little on the side of the cabin you guys haven't seen before. So if I turn this around over here, you're gonna see the whiteboard with a bunch of different ideas I have, and there's some other stuff on the backside too. And there's a cork board that has a bunch of concepts and stuff like that. And usually I pin only the most critical, because I have notebooks with all this stuff in it. But I only put on the whiteboard the things that are actually pivotal and are for sure going to be in the game. The notebook's more like a scratch board where all the ideas exist. And the Single Samurai, it's been a minute, man. But it's good. It's always good to see you here, man. Wait, what is... Kate, your dialogue, your message got auto-translated from Sind, like a shortened syndicate, to like, I sinned. Rare Cozy, a 3D Cozy room reveal. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's all there, though. Okay, do you guys care about the time of day? Or the date? Maybe I should just keep the date. Because time of day I don't think is that important for people. Like if it's your best, like you're not probably not. I mean, like even if you have the same day, it's like I don't know. I don't think you need that precision of time of day. So if we do that. What am I doing here? What? Oh, that's game view UI. No. High score view. Yeah, pal. No more hours, time, none of that. Get out of here, dude. Get out of here, man. I don't need your handouts. I'm an adult. I'm EB Schleeby BB, not gonna lie, but I always like seeing you guys. Yeah, it's always good to see you pop into the kid. I need to start doing earlier streams. I really want to. It's just the time of unwinding once I get back or off of work is it takes a while, and then I do a lot of work on that's not stream specific stuff. Okay, so now we're gonna do our win button. Oh, look at that! So much money, cash money, dude. So much cash money, and then we die. Bam. Bam. There we go. Okay. So we did a die. Then we exit. And now we go to high scores, and hey, high score can support way more values. Like if you go a stupidly long time and get a lot of coins, we can support more coins than atoms on Earth. Maybe, probably not, but still. Oh man, dude, I can't like. I need to get this game done already. Because I'm gonna get this game done, and then I'm gonna make a short animation, which is not crazy. I've done stuff like this before with the music, because there's like a picture in my brain, dude. Like, I don't know if you guys ever get that, but like there's a vision. I see the picture, and I just really want to get it out there. Hey, Lucas, it's good to see you, man. Alright, so I think we have this working. Fantastic. Splendid. Thank you, Small. I'm glad you will. So, what's the next agenda on the chopping block? I need to fix collision. That's the next thing I need to do. I have my own pseudo simple collision thing, but it really is not robust enough. And I think stuff breaks down in mobile because the way I handle the axes are a little bit different. So I need to think about it. But yeah, one simple solution is just switches using a rigid body and have that handle the collision detection, so that, and then I'll just have to make, where are you? I'd have to make tiles when built actually have a solid collider and a rigid body. There's a static creation function though somewhere. Yeah, create. Okay. Hazard. Are you a hacker or programmer? Yes, I am the ultra hacker. And right now, I'm currently accessing Coca-Cola's database to find out the secret formula. No, I'm a programmer, that's what I do. Yeah, I like doing some coding. It's fun, I enjoy it. We have mesh render. Material, resources, hazard, material. Yeah, we don't do any of this stuff anymore. We've changed, man. We're not the same dude anymore. I'm a new guy. We don't need this. We have this X scale, Y scale stuff. We have this local transform. We have a collider. So I think the simplest thing would just be adding a rigid body to it and then like populate it with the stuff I'd need it to be. Like I'd have to freeze. I'm sorry. Oh, there we go. And then constraints, position, freeze. Are these bit flags? Yeah, I can just do that. I can freeze rotation as well. Oh, I forgot. Does the player has to be a rigid? Like the player is a rigid body. So do colliders also need to have rigid bodies? They don't need to have rigid bodies attached to them. Actually, I think I'm doing the wrong thing. I think these can be what they are. I think these also just need to be not triggers. That's the big thing. Or maybe I have to add multiple colliders. So I have like one that's gonna be dealing out the damage. Are we using a box collider? So maybe we're just good, dude. Maybe I just have to do collider dot. It's false. Is that all that's needed? And then as for the player, we have our manual velocity setting stuff, but it would not be difficult whatsoever to make the... Ooh, you're not... This, you have the rigid body attached. Okay. Did I say it is kinematic? No, it's not. So it's actually a real rigid body that's doing stuff. And I have constraints for freezing position. That'd be the one thing I need to change. And then in our calculations, we'd have to actually... let's find it. Recalculate machine. Or physics, I think. Recalculate all this stuff, and then... Yeah, like we're doing this position check stuff for doing our own collision calculations, but we're gonna have to do something different. What's going on? Let me catch up real quick. I like C#. I make programming languages. You make programming languages? That's pretty sick, dude. Gummy, what programs? I'm using Writer. That's my text editor. And I'm using Unity to make this game. You like Mega Man? Yeah, I do, Gummy. Do you like Mega Man? I'm quite the Mega Man enjoyer. A Mega Man aficionado. My days and nights are low-key flipped. Oh? My favorite Mega Man character? As a kid, Metal Man was my favorite. Actually, Metal Man and Needle Man. For some reason, Needle Man was like super cool to me. Those two guys are really cool. I like them. I like Sparkman's music. But Metal Man was just so cool. Like, throwing blades in 8 directions was like so freaking rad. In my brain, like, I imagined something super cool. And I dig his stage music too. There's a lot of good ones though. There's a lot of... Napalm Man is also pretty cool. Actually, Fireman was like my first favorite Mega Man. He's from Mega Man 1. He was like my OG favorite, and then Metal Man surpassed him, but Fireman is very close to my heart. And then Needle Man, Napalm Man, those guys are like below that. They're cool, but they're not that. They're like in the same tier. Magma Man would go there too. You love Bass? Oh, Bass is sick too, yeah. Bass is sick. It was cool that they added him as a DLC character for Mega Man 10, I believe. Yeah, Bass is cool. Proto Man, Proto Man's cool too. It's just that, I don't know, like I'm just not as attached to the main cast of characters. The Robot Master's always like cooler to me for some reason. Have you tried Metroid? Yes. I've been playing the original one on the NES with the physical copy. The physical OG Metroid. And that's been kind of fun. Doesn't hit quite the same as Mega Man though. Oh yeah, we probably don't want to have the... Do I have a debug thing in this game? I should probably... FNF application. Do I have a debug symbol somewhere? I don't, do I? Okay, we're gonna do this. Is there any compile time constants? Oh, there is a debug mode. And I have it set to true. Okay, perfect. So we can go to player. And where's our money maker? Subscription. There we go. Just move all this in here. Game object. Okay, this is reasonable. I might even do like another thing of like maybe making this exclusively editor only. Just to be ultra safe that this doesn't end up in the final product, but I don't know. Is the game? Yeah, it's a game. We miss you. We miss you. I'm trying to make a C-like language, statically typed. Thank you, Small Links. I love to see statically typed languages. That's like the bare. Every language should be statically typed, dude. I just can't. Like, okay, maybe not every. No, I'm gonna put a hard fast. I want every language to be statically typed. Do you know how to extract basic commands from a game? I mean, how to decode some mechanics and stuff like that, like with Mega Man. Mega Man's different. They wrote that in assembly, so there's no shortcuts. You just gotta actually go in there and actually learn the assembly. It's not until like way later. It's not even until way later in the Mega Man X series do you start seeing like not assembly code. So yeah, there's no straightforward way. You just gotta go in there and do it. As far as like understanding the source code, as far as replicating the same behavior though, it's not that crazy. And you can kind of come to instead of trying to decode the original game to get the same effect, you can achieve the same effect by just, just tackling how you normally tackle it, I guess. There are games with protected codes, right? Well, there's no code that's fully protected, right? Because at a certain point, the game is going to have to execute on a machine, so the code is going to exist there. So, it's there. It's just not easy for you to understand it. But even then, there's ways of reversing stuff. Like, you have things like Ghidra, which is meant for reversing programs written in C++. I mean, it produces a solution. It's not going to be easy to understand. You have to, like, understand the intention and name things accordingly. But that's, like, a thing that exists. But for those games, like, there's like, a whole ROM hacking scene for that stuff, I imagine. So there's probably more resources for doing that kind of thing. What was I doing? Right. Physics. Update. We have this whole delta position correction stuff that we're doing. We have the sprite angle stuff. We have rotations. But yeah, Mega Man is pretty simple, mechanically speaking. Like, it wouldn't be hard to implement that. I think if you're trying to get the same weird behaviors that happen just from the nature of making NES games, that's a very different thing. But the actual core mechanics of Mega Man is pretty straightforward. It is really interesting. I'm glad to hear that, Gummy. Have I looked into C23 Cozy? I have not, Kate. I have not, sadly. But I'm also trying to... If I look down this... 1 second. Because you brought up the other stream, one of the C strings we're doing, or C streams we're doing. But I don't actually know what's going on with this. Is this like a modern standard for C? Because that's what it looks like. Am I using this version? I actually don't know what version of C I'm even compiling with. There's now an any type in C. What's an any type? For a basic platformer, if you're doing like a Mega Man thing, just use GameMaker. That's where I started. It's good enough to get you in there and moving like sprites on a screen and stuff. That's where I started. I started trying to make like Mega Man games in GameMaker. And GameMaker is still a good and fun tool to use, especially if you're like starting out, but yeah, I haven't used it in like years now, but it was a good place. It was a fun place to start. So we do velocity, otherwise we do transform local position equals target position. Sprite angles, rotational speed. We're not doing rotational oh, I guess like for the pivoting, but that's like an independent thing. Root, local rotation, yeah. So that's not important. Velocity equals 0, otherwise transform local position, target position. Yeah, so I guess we just don't need to do this. I guess instead we could just calculate velocity and yeah. So instead of doing all this delta math and whatnot, we can just simply do the following, which is just set. I mean, we're gonna do something terrible right now. I'm just not gonna. Actually, no, we're not gonna do something. Well, it's gonna be kind of terrible, but it's also not. Do I actually have rigid body attached here somewhere? I don't. Let's do that, shall we? And we're just gonna do rigid body, no, get component. Rigid body. Never do rigid body dot velocity equals velocity or v3. Let me see here. Oh, wait. It's like it detects a type and then creates a var with auto type. Got you. It's a, okay. I got you. It's like not It's like what is it? What is it in Rust? There's a name for that specifically. Not type coercion. But it's like it can assume what type you're talking about based off the values produce it. Auto A. Yeah, like auto in C++, yeah. That's cool. Okay, we've broken the game. And why is that? It's because we're not, I am not getting component from the right place. We have to do character dot game object. No. Sprite. Was it called? Or what is it called? I know we have to have a reference to it. I just forgot which object. Character renderer. That's a sprite renderer though. Can I just do child? Is that what I'm gonna do? Is just get child. Collider. Okay, I guess we just use collider then. That sounds really jank. But I guess we don't really have that much options, do we? Without actually having to write some good code. What's going on, Jocko? How you been, Cozy? Really good, dude. I've been super in I've been doing a lot of music stuff, and I've been really enjoying it. It's been very therapeutic. I've also been touching grass. I went to like a big arboretum the other day, and it was really good to be just in nature. Reminded me of Puerto Rico in a weird way. Gonna rest. Have a good night, all. Maybe one day Cozy will realize my name is Cindy, is not a typo. Oh, what's going on? I guess Cindy? I've been calling you Syndicate this entire time. See a Sind. Yeah, like, do you see the translation it does for me? Like, look at this, look at this. Let me show you. One more time, one second. Like, this is a funny instance of the auto translation. I'm not sure if you're still in chat, Syndicate, but like, this is hilarious. It keeps doing this to you. You should keep doing that, Kate. That's like hilarious. Oops. Well, the player just went off on her own. They said smell you later. Where we are? Yeah, here we are. Yeah, look at this. The auto translation is see a Sind. Every time. But if we go here, it's a Cindy. Not Sind. What language are they auto detecting? They also do that. They did it up here too. Let's see if I can find a Kate. Yeah, it's yeah. It's Kate says, "Hey, I sinned." Period. Like it's like I've done something wrong. But you look at the translation, it's like, "Oh, hey, Cindy." Oh, dude, it's hilarious. Yeah, your oh wow got auto translated. You want to see peak translation right here? Look at that. Look at that. See this? This is normal English. But if I go over here, garbage. Unintelligible. I don't know what you're saying at all, Syndicate. Move my mouse back. Oh, we're back to a civilized language. Oh, wait, what is that? Oh, I'm sorry. It's like the Tower of Babel all of a sudden. What are you saying? Oh, that's what you're saying. Yeah, I love, gosh, I love the auto translation. I love it. It's great. Yeah, the game's not doing... The player ran off on their own, so I'm not sure what to make of that. We also have a missing reference. That's for audio sources, and there's some failed assertions going on somewhere. What is it? Something's not happy right now. Game board. Entity creation. 52. What's happening at 52? Why are you null? You're a tile. I'm confused. I am super confused, actually. I don't know what's going on there. I have changed... Oh, maybe because I changed the target of it? Yeah, look at that. The player's, like, completely independent. This is actually such a weird way of... It's crazy how the camera changes your perspective. Because now, like, we're just an observer. We're just a person looking at this character just doing their flying. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know what's going on. That's actually really odd. Oh, because rigid body's on here. No, that's... Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I feel like I'm crazy. I feel pretty freaking crazy right now. The world wants me to think I'm not crazy, but I feel pretty crazy. I feel pretty crazy. So this entire time, removing this entire context? So we have the rigid body on here, but in reality I want it in the parent, even though it doesn't have the collider. I am perplexed. Yeah, for reals. Good night, Syndicate. You have a good one. Thanks for popping in, as always. Okay, so here's what we can do. We can try fixing this right now, or I can fix something much more straightforward It's like easy pickings. Or we can try coercing my collision system to just work. So we like check to see, hey dude, is the player intersecting something for a long amount of time? And if so, try getting out of there, dude. Actually, we didn't even check to see if this works. Oh, we didn't try colliding with anything. So let's see that first. Let's see, collide there. Come on. It seems... Oh, the thing is the player's bouncing all over the place. They're not getting... I'm not seeing them getting stuck, but I also can't test it. Okay, I need to think... I need to rethink things. I need to rethink our whole object hierarchy architecture. Not architecture, our hierarchy. Because our hierarchy is incorrect. Our hierarchy is bad. And you should feel bad. Again, Kate, what's with the translations happening all over? You're not saying it translates Nenny to what? Index out of range exceptions. Run record 67. That's not great. We'll deal with that later. That's a problem for future me. Right now I need to figure out how we're going to structure this. See progress. But honestly, ideally, like we just consolidate these, and this will be like children's of this object. Oh, I guess we don't because the player can rotate arbitrarily, but I want to have this be a fixed spot relative to the player, and that's why we have this. I see now. Okay, let's just do this then. I'll just have we set velocity and then we just update transform dot position equals what? Oh, we need to calculate an offset, do we? Because I don't think the player is oriented at identity. Yeah, they have. There's a. Oh, they're scaled though, so the coordinate space is going to be slightly incorrect. But no, it should be fine. Okay, then we'll just do that then. So every single frame, we're just going to set transform dot position equals rigid body dot transform dot position not quite, because actually are all the values. No, there's an offset from the yeah at y equals yeah. So setting this to the players. Well, we're using the player's world space, so they should actually be 1-to-1. Okay, I think this should be fine actually. Transform position equals rigid body transform that position. We'll just leave that as is, and we're just gonna see how this works. And if it's good, it's good. And if it's not, it's okay. If this compiles, which I don't know why it gets hung up like that. Oh my, oh, what? Oh, what is going? What is Richard traveling? What happened? Okay, so we should not be doing this like that, because we're modifying the child as well. So we can't just modify the parent position willy-nilly.
Unless, like, we cache the position so the result is fundamentally the same. So, well, first of all, we're doing this in the wrong place, too. So let's start there. Rigid bodies are done on a physics update, so we should probably do this in, what, private? Oh, this is an update. Because we had our own cycle for this. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna do this on fixed update. Transform position equals... Wait, can I... Is that legal syntax? How? Transform position equals rigid body. That makes no sense. That's the ramblings of a madman with no regard for public sanity. Oh my goodness. I need to grind, I need to grind key typing. I haven't done that in a while. Yeah, look at that. I'm super sloppy right now. And then in physics update, we need to actually make this be just a thing that sets the rigid body flaw. I think it's actually just doing that, if I'm not mistaken. I think we just assigned, yeah, we just set the velocity for it, so we should be good there. I think we should be chillin', like villains. Yeah, look at that. That feels... Okay, that doesn't feel right. Actually, that feels very wrong. There's like a weird jitter now. Yeah, because we did something stupid. We did things in a bad way. Now the game feels weird because of that. Yeah, look at that. Oh, dude, no. Nay, nay, nay. I don't want to have that happen. Yeah, we should... Okay, that... Never mind. We're just gonna do this within our, within here, instead of on fixed update. I thought that would have made more sense, but no, we're just gonna do this here, and it should just make sense. Okay, that feels smoother now. Okay, let's see if we can trigger the... Oh. Oh. Is that... I mean, it's a game over. I'm not seeing the retry screen, though, for whatever reason. That's strange. Okay. I think the abrupt speed is because we're not normalizing the input values. We probably should for like this, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna I'm just gonna have to do that. Okay. Okay, I need to use something that actually can collide a bunch of times so that we can test this collision correctly. So we're gonna just use you and Use you. Come back here. Come back here. Just need to see if I can. Yeah, we can clip through the world. And that's because we disabled the collision detection. We disabled the collider on the player. So that's kind of a bad hack that we did. We're not going to do that anymore. Someone received damage. Set the invincibility stuff is true. Set alpha. Invincibility is false. Alpha disposed null. Are we disabling the collider actually? Actually, I don't think we are disabling the collider. Interesting. Abilities per second. Subscribe. Play timer, yeah. Determine health. Play sound effect. Do the translation offset. Apply bounce. Physics update default. I don't know why that's the case. And then do that. If game over is required. Should probably do a thing to like. If the player's already been game overed already. Probably a better place to store this state, but well. That's gonna fix one of the bugs we're seeing right now. Otherwise, we're gonna do this. Perfect. Nice. Game over. It's game over, and it's okay. Why are they just? Oh yeah, because of translation stuff. Yeah. I don't need this either. Okay, here's Unity. So we have that. I still haven't found where colliders are being affected, though. That's what's odd to me. So... where is update? Update machine. Update flame. We have Y scale. We have these scalar stuff. We're not going to use this anymore. So I can actually probably get rid of this. Actually, the color thing we are going to be using, so that's going to stay the way it is, but... update time dilation. Yeah, I need to check some stuff here. Let's inspect what's going on in the scene. Because I might have to change the type of collision detection to continuous. Because I'm at maybe like... I don't know, actually. We're using probably discrete, if I'm not mistaken. So we go here. Yeah, and it's collision discrete. Let's try continuous. We don't freeze position. Except for the Z, we can freeze the position on the Z-axis. We're not going to be changing that. Mass, none of that stuff is of application. We also don't have any gravity, so that's not something we have to worry about. Okay, let's take a little gander and see what we have. Just see what gets produced by the code. The code. Okay, so we have this. Can we get stuck? So no, we don't get stuck. You can see the culling system working. That's pretty hilarious. And pretty cool. Why are we here? Why are we like this? Yeah, index out of range exception. That'll happen. That will happen. Okay, and there's no reset button either, so the error is blocking that behavior from popping up. Okay, into the So this is odd because the whole point of using the physics thing was that it's gonna but maybe this is actually better. Maybe I don't want to actually have this be rigidly like you can't collide into stuff at all. But at that point then it's like maybe we should just stick to our I don't know. I think we'll leave it like that. We have to have the game over behavior to actually do stuff though. So I think we're gonna have like an update. No, not update sprite. We're gonna go to where's this update? There we go. Not in every update. I just want to go to the update. There we go. So we have this. Oh, this is like a debug thing. Oh, we have a thing for enabling collider enabled. And we can flip the collider. Interesting. This is going to be a purely not only if enable debug. But maybe I'll just make this an editor only thing too. Or maybe that's kind of redundant. Who knows, maybe I'll expose some debug stuff to people. Maybe some people will find that pretty fun or cool. And is pause or is locked, we return. So if it's locked, we don't do any of this stuff here. But there might be like there's still something to having a we'll just do a game over state. Oh, we already have a game over thing, don't we? Okay, we'll just do this. Okay, cool. And then we can do stuff here. We can do like the physics update every single frame. We default just gonna be 0. How's it going, Kristen Smith? Yeah, it's been a long year. I feel that, man. But hey, glad to see you again, man. New account, I'm back. You can't stop the man. You can't stop. I'm glad to see you though. Hopefully your evening is going good, man, and your year is going good, and life is going good, man. Update came over, physics update. You have to move the camera. Yeah, it's actually about the account though, man. You had to get a new account. That's kind of one of my fears, is because I have a bunch of playlists on YouTube, and if an account gets nuked, that's a lot of things that are just going to be gone that I just don't want to... I'm not going to be able to find everything again. So I almost feel inclined to become like this crazy data hoarder of just burn stuff into disks and store everything, because you don't know what's going to go on. My mom died on the 15th of April. Some money, but I'm back for a bit. Dude, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry for your loss, dude. That's something that's prevalent in my mind about my mom and dad. I was thinking about that today. I'm sorry to hear that, man. And hopefully things go well. Yeah, because I remember last time, like, you had to, like, I remember your access to some stuff was limited. Either way, man, I'm hoping for the best for you, dude. I don't know what you got going on, man. What am I doing? Update. 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 Right, we're doing a state of like Boolean private set. Just going nutter. I thought it would be a good idea to use my text now number for my other account, then I was offline for a bit. That all has been removed, so I'm back as long as I pay for the house and stuff. Let's go, man. Let's go, dude. I'm glad to see you back, dude. And I have access to everything, and I'm not gonna say big chillin', but at least that's some problems that are gone, dude. Controlled. I don't have a public thing. So how's the website, bruh? We haven't finished the website. We haven't even started, really. We started on stream a while ago, but then I kind of I got wrapped up in so many other projects. Maybe at some point we'll get back into it. If I'm not mistaken, I remember I think it was you who offered to like provide some like help, or like not help in terms of work, but like help with dealing with HTML stuff, or give pointers on how to approach it, because like web dev is not my thing. But yeah, I'm still thinking about some other designs to it too. I was going for that Y2K type thing before, but I think we're going to do something a little bit more reactive. Not like React. We're going to do like just something kind of an evolution of what I have right now. do I not have a reference to the FNF controller? Camera controller? Character sprites, transform. No, usually it's like... Yeah, I don't have a reference to it. I probably should do that. Yeah, we'll do that real quick. That should be pretty straightforward. And we could do something with this. What's going on, Andrew? Master of the Web is here. Yep, Master of the Web. Node is still the base or something. So I was using Node.js to wrap the TypeScript stuff compilation. But I don't know. I'm thinking I might just straight up just write it in C and then do a WASM compilation. Or the other option is I just go full just JavaScript. We're just going to do raw JavaScript. No TypeScript, no transpiling, no bundling. Yeah, a bundler. We're not doing any of that stuff. We're just going to... That's the other option, just go full on JavaScript. Because that's where my framework died, is when issues started happening at the JavaScript level. I think it's called update. I think that feels a little bit more enjoyable for me too. We'll see. Why what? What's the issue, dude? Also, what's going on, Nuta? I don't know, when I see your name, Nutawoot, I just keep thinking Nutella. And I see your profile picture, and I don't actually know what it is, but it looks like a dessert. So, it's just kind of adding to that whole... dessert conspiracy. It's gonna be transform. Actually, no, we're gonna do. Or do I have add to Z? Beautiful. And we're gonna go forward or towards the viewer, so it's gonna be a negative Z value. So negative, I don't know, like 10 or something. Target position, and then we're just gonna do a transform position. We're gonna do vector 3 lerp. We're going to do, this is input, output, target position, and then some kind of just general time.delta time times, like, I don't know, 10% per second. That seems reasonable enough to me. And the player should be frozen. And we need to do the, oh, we have the physics update, so it should be fine, actually. So let's see how this looks and works. Also, are we calling it that function? Yeah, we are. Beautiful. So do Node.js or other JS stuff. You and your damn based TypeScript and fancy pants. Nah, you need TypeScript. If you're gonna do like crazy architecture, you gotta have types. I mean, the idea if I go full JavaScript is that we're not going to use TypeScript and we're just going to deal with a dynamically typed language, and I'm just going to not rely on any type safety whatsoever, and we're just going to deal with all the bugs that may or may not emerge from it. That's if I do the JavaScript thing. If not, I'm just gonna write it in C and then use Emscripten to compile to WASM. Cause you can't do that. I can't do that. We could make a web version. Okay, so let's die real quick. Let me die. And that's not working correctly. Oh, right, because we never set the camera, did we? Or is, yeah, we have to set the camera reference. Yeah, here we go. So we have the camera here. FF camera. Is that not the camera as the first object? Oh, that's canvas. No, I need camera. Oh, is it a singleton? Oh, do I only have one instance of the camera in the scene at any given time? That's kind of weird, but it does look kind of cool. I kind of like that if that's the case. But I don't think that's the case. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, no. We're not that fancy. United by I am. It's all good, man. Got to go. All good, dude. You have a good one, Christian. Thanks for popping in, dude, and hope you have a good one. And hopefully, again, dude, like, my condolences, and, you know, I hope for the best for you, dude. And it seems that you're trucking forward, so I'm glad to see it, dude. Dude, I can't wait to see you into more streams, dog. And maybe I will go full JavaScript, dude. We'll go full, I'm gonna smooth my brain out and we're gonna do some JavaScript. We're gonna learn to love it. Oh, I need to do return. That's what's happening here, is I need to do return, don't I? And also you have to do the camera. Reserve, start, update. Yeah, that's also required too. Let's see if this works. Is JavaScript really enjoyable? No, it's not, Sweet Tea. In fact, it's the very opposite of enjoyable. JavaScript is like the worst. It's a thing we joke about at work. It's a thing that I fear ever being having to force to use. It is, by and large, a mistake that we've built so much web infrastructure with JavaScript. It's terrible. But the reason it's so prevalent is because if you want to do stuff on a website, your primary mode of executing code is JavaScript. It's the standard, it's what people have adopted, so you can't escape the terribleness of it. Unless you do something called Emscripten, in which case you can take C code and compile it into something called a WASM, and that can be executed. So it's bad, man. It's bad. Also, I was going on Moheezy YouTube. Bro, I want to make games. What could I do to get started? I'm so overwhelmed. Okay, dog. So here's what you're gonna do. First of all, just like what kind of games you want to make, right? Think about that. That's gonna be your goal. Second of all, I'd advise you learn how to make just simple 2D games first, as a stepping stone to where you want to get to. Third of all, pick an engine. So you have your North Star of like your long-term goal of what you want to make, and then you have a short-term goal of like, hey, let's make some simple 2D games, right? Think about, there's a lot of options here for 2D games. From there, find an engine and pick an engine and choose one. The big three or big four now, is Unity, Unreal, Godot, And then Game Maker. Game Maker is a really easy, simple one for like doing 2D games, and you can learn some basic foundations of it. And you're gonna start doing tutorials, or maybe not. You don't have to even do tutorials, man. But you can just like find, like, let's say your goal is to make a 2D platformer like Mega Man, right? Well, what's the basic stuff you need to do? Well, once you pick out your engine, you're gonna search up how do you draw like an image on the screen, and then cool, you figure that out. And next, you're gonna start figuring out, hey, how do I move an image on the screen, and how do I make it like move based off of my inputs? And then everything is gonna be a progression from that, figuring out collision, how to do projectiles, whatever stuff, right? These are gonna be like gates you're gonna be passing through. So just start there, pick engine, and then go from there. Also, let's go on Blue Fox Ink Studios. Bro has a job, yes, man. I am employed. I am Mr. Employed. I go to work with a suit and tie, a crisp collar, some nice leather shoes, and we just do some 9-to-5ing at my 9-to-5. It's a only thing I can give to AI. If you're doing something important, I wouldn't. That's the curse of it, right? If you're writing a complex application with specific requirements, and it's like it's not gonna turn out good. Like, even if you don't like JavaScript or you're doing something crazy, you're still gonna have to know what's going on under the hood. Yes, this is a CRT, Mr. Blue Fox Ink Studios, or Miss Blue Fox Ink Studios. Actually, you're an entity, so you're not even a he or she. You're it. You're an entity onto itself. But yeah, it's a real CRT. It's pretty cool. I enjoy it. A good old-fashioned cathode ray tube. Okay, so we have this working. I need to make some changes though. Update, game over, and the alert percentage is too fast. I'm gonna make it like 3. Also, physics update is too fast, so we have to set velocity equal to like 0, vector 3.0, and this is slow to a crawl. We take an input, which I don't know why we're taking it. Oh, we use it for other components, but it's not used for the velocity calculation. Yeah, I understand now. I understand. Okay, let's try this out and see how this works. Bruh. Why you say that, man? What have I done? Incorrect. It's 1:37 in the morning. I do have work in the morning. But this game is not going to finish itself, I'll tell you that much. Okay, so we bam, get hit, bam, get hit, bam, get hit. That looks nice, except for the Z fighting. I don't like the Z fighting. We gotta fix that. But this is better. Much better. I'll move the character sprite slightly forward, just so that I don't have to contend with, I don't have to contend with the Z fighting. So we're just gonna do that. Where's the character? There you are. We're gonna select you. I'm gonna move you forward just a smidgen. Save, and we're gonna run it, dude. So cool, and then we, oopsie, I hit some stuff, and then bam. Oh, that just went wrong. So there's the index out of range exception that keeps popping up occasionally. What's going on here? It's happening at this point. Why is that? Do we get all the way to like Do we get to like 0? So we end up doing 0 minus 1 placement. Or maybe it's -1. How could that be -1? Oh, because we don't do greater than or equal to. We should probably do that. Yeah. There we go. Okay, come on. I believe in you, Mr. Game. You can compile like no compilers compiled before. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. So we grab some coins. Actually, we have to test this. We have to die. We have to die before we have any Nice. Okay, let's see if we actually avoided this issue though. So I have to die before I collect a single coin. No coins allowed. Nice. That's not bad. I feel quite happy with this. I feel very happy with this, dude. This is feeling more and more polished every single day. My CRT is not happy though. It's kind of struggling to render some stuff. There's like an issue where there's like a line that appears across the screen that shouldn't quite be there. So that's a little perplexing. I might have to I don't want to have to go hunting for another CRT, but yeah, I don't know what to deal with this guy. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Now let's wait for this to go around, and if we're good, it's gonna hit. But this is not going to expand. Oh, it expanded again. Oh my goodness. Why is it expanding twice? It's going to do it third time then if this is wrong. No, it didn't actually. That's strange. Is there another timer going on? Yeah, I don't know what's the deal here. That's strange. So far so good though. High scores are working. Game over is now starting to look like an actual game over screen. So that's good. I don't want to change the layout though. Like this should probably move with that. And this should probably go away. Yeah, there's things to do, but that's like more nitpicky things. Let me see what I have so far though, because I'm actually quite happy. Okay. Actually, let's see our progress. Fixed bugs. Or actually added particle. And fixed a variety of bugs. Beautiful. Let me go to CCTK. Check the status of it. More underlying fixes. That scared me, dude. Yeah, I forgot that every time I do commits, the Discord gets notified about it. So everyone can Everyone can see what I'm doing. Git push, origin, FNF. Beautiful, dude. Yeah, man. What else is on the agenda? I might call a stream here, but I want to see what else I need to do. There's a variety of different things I want to fix. So we have this. There's more visual stuff we need to fix. That's not crazy. We can do that. We might want to up the particle rate as speed goes up. Like once we use a faster vehicle, you kind of need to have a higher rate of particles, or else you're just gonna see like circles, and it's not gonna be a contiguous trail. So that's kind of necessary. Right, I understand why I wanted to, yeah. Yeah, I need to change the collision size for these leaves too. I'll make them flash red to make it clear that that's what they are, but that they're hazards. But I don't know. This resizes periodically. What is going on? I don't get it. I don't know what's going on with that. That's a weird bug. That doesn't quite make sense to me. I don't know what's the deal. There's a game view UI, and then we have this, where we iterate through something and do something. On coin update. That's for coin updates. Where's the yeah, here's the game over screen. So we do disable stuff. Here we do the fade and we await it 0 to 1. Do we do that anywhere else? Counter container, local scale and position. We modify all those things contiguously together. We do start time. I don't know what we're doing. Yeah, I was debugging something. So where is this called? And more importantly, we should probably keep track of game over, so that multiple instances of it are not started. So you receive a game over signal. So this one interrupts the process. But maybe we should have it where if game over not equals null, we return and reject duplicate. But I don't think we're getting multiple game over requests, so I'm not quite sure where the issue's coming from. There's only one usage of it as well, and it has to be happening here. So if it's happening here, then yeah, I'm not sure. Either way, we're gonna reject it at this level, and hopefully that's enough. And then I think within this coroutine we got going on, I think the very last thing we're gonna do is dissolve this, dispose this coroutine. It's not coroutine, but this task. Let's see if that fixes the bug. That's wishful thinking, but I'm not sure. I think this might be something more insidious. Something more underlying. And that perplexes me. Okay, so we're flying and life is good, and then, oh no! I forgot to tie my shoes. Let me go tie my shoes while I'm driving, and oh no, I crashed and I died, and people are just mad at me. We wait a little bit. Is it gonna happen again? Oh, I know what's causing it. It's the timer. Because when the timer reaches 0, it unequivocally emits that game over event. But now we should be ignoring it. So even if this does go to 0, it's fine. Because we've made the UI resistant to incorrect invocations. So I guess this is 1. It still happened. But now we found the cause, at least. So that's a good. That is a good. Though, yeah, I'm not happy with that. And I would have thought, yeah, I would have thought this would have covered it, but I suppose it doesn't. So I think I'm just gonna add another state. This really should, though. If we assign game over to something, then this should be, the game over comparison should be not equal to null. Game over should not be null, and this should pass. And it returns. We don't execute this observable. However, it's still happening, which means this is being invoked and somehow this comparison's failing. So I'm just going to introduce a Boolean so we have a very clear-cut state information stored. Go back down here. Game over returns. Otherwise, we schedule this and okay, let's try this out. I believe this should work, but you never know. You never know. Alright, come on. I believe in you. I don't think you believe in me, but I believe in you. Oh, I should have kept going, because we have to wait anyways for the timer to go off, so might as well try to play more of the level, as much of the level as we can, without beating it. Okay, so we collect some coins, avoid some obstacles, life is good. I'm gonna fix the input stuff later. Someone commented some C++, I'm gonna have to check it out. Oh my goodness, that was close. Okay, we're not at the end yet, so I'm just gonna boom, and I'm just gonna boom. And let's see if 5 seconds has expands again. Alright, what is this? Including studio.h, int main, hello world. Oh, it's just a hello world program. That's cool. Buy a morgue. What's that? What is that keyboard you're saying? Hey! The bug didn't pop up again. Very nice. That makes me very happy. What's going on, Augustine? I guess that's just to see. Let me Google this, this Mo Glove 80. Why do you recommend this keyboard? Actually, that looks kind of cool. Does it have standard key switches? It has like the thin ones. That's not a bad idea. I would be opposed to that. I do dig the curvature. Maybe I will get this. How much is this? No, I don't want to watch. I want to shop now. Let me drop money. Okay, let's just. Let me. This is what I'm looking at right now. That looks pretty cool, actually. Doesn't have the 2 key ones though. I like the 2 keys by my thumbs. And it has this wooden finish. I like that. That's actually kind of cool. It's columnar. How much is the price though? I mean, I can't talk. This is pretty pricey for what it is. Let's see. What do you have? Does it use normal keycaps though? That's the problem. Because I want to have nice keycaps. But these seem like to be the half-width ones. So I'm not sure. I guess I'll have to do some investigation. Don't I? Don't I? I'm not sure what exactly you're doing, but I would personally make the particle output based off speed and have particle per pixel or unit, not strictly off time. Yeah, we just added that last night. I'll see what we do. I think I mentioned earlier in the stream that I might even just write my own particle system. Because I kind of want to do so you can swap out your engine in the game. And it's cool that you have a different speed with the engine. But it'll be cooler if not only does the speed change, but you also have, and the character of your speed acceleration profile changes, but it'll be cool if the particles also change as well. You can do it with the Unity's built-in particle system, but I just want to have way more control than, or easier control than what is provided from their system. And the volume of particles we're producing is not that much, so it's like, yeah. Yeah, there's other ideas I have for this too. But that's a cool idea though, Parker. We'll see. But I appreciate the idea. Receive. Also, let me check my text real quick. I got something. Okay, so this bug is fixed. That makes me happy. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the bug being fixed. There's something else I was looking at trying to address and I can't remember it. Maybe it's in the main menu. I don't know. I think we might just... I might have to just play it a little bit and then see what comes to mind. Because there's always something. I have to see it. What's going on? It's not that hard. What's not that hard? Parkour Roblox is genuinely hard. I can see that. I heard there's a Roblox game that simulates Chernobyl. Like, it gives you the same control room as was in the same control room that was in Chernobyl with and you work as a team. You work as a team to try to like prevent it. But they ended up having to have like some protection because people kept on griefing and causing a meltdown. I haven't played Roblox in a long time though. Okay, fails. Nothing. Actually, that's a bug. Why does that not, oh, because a player emits it, but it's not receiving a game over from, yeah. So maybe we need to have distinct messages that are broadcast. Yeah, that's what we probably should do. Instead of having just a generic game over thing, I think we should probably have a specific game over for, or maybe we can have like a feel to this. So it's not just going to be a game over, but it's also going to provide like some kind of field for like the type of game over you're getting. So in this case, and it's going to be like what? Health. Or 0 health, and then timeout is the other one. And then now you can have like, gosh, because now you get to mark it specifically like what type you're doing. So maybe I'll just do like a static m_game_over, call one timeout, and it's gonna return a type. Why are you not happy about that? I guess I'm not in C anymore, so I have to actually like specify. Can I just do this? Can I do the C style? I can't do the C style stuff. Okay, we have to actually make it explicit. Cool, we have our different types of game overs. And then let me see where they're created. So yeah, the timeout module, this is a more simple one. And then as for the player, we have this function, and instead of just doing a new, we can actually zero health. Don't need the generic parameter anymore, we can just publish it directly. And now that we have that going on, we can do, what can we do? We can do some stuff, dog. We can do some stuff, man. We need to also receive. That's the other thing. Yeah, that's what we need to do. So if it's a timeout, we don't do any of this invoking stuff, but we still have to do this stuff here. That's my understanding. Actually, it's going to be kind of... We can just call this function again. It's gonna be fine. We just need to receive it from the broker. Move this closure in here. Beautiful. And we do x dot game over cause equals 0 health. We're not gonna propagate that and do like a circular loop. But otherwise we're gonna do just game over. Perfect. And then of course add to this. Okay, cool. Come on, compile. Compile. I believe in you, brother. Okay, cool. So now we have to wait for a timeout as well. Let's just wait for this. Yeah, how's it going, Erdna? Good to see you again. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a while, but took a little break. Not really a break, but rather just, just didn't stream as much last week. Hopefully you're doing well though, Erdna. Okay, so let's see if we have the proper game over behavior when we run out of time. Nice. And you probably want to have some special like display for like, hey, timeout or crashed or something. But we can deal with that later. I also need to chill out the particle effect system too, but we'll deal with that later. That's not a big deal. We can live. Sweet. I'm actually liking this a lot. I'm very happy with this. More game over bug fixes. Splendid. Very splendid. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be calling the stream here. Thank you guys for watching as always. I appreciate the company as we do some deving. We're going to get this game done like the next 2 weeks. It's gonna have to happen because I really want to work on a new project already. I'm like have so many ideas and I need to control and restrain myself from working on other stuff. So we're gonna get this game done 100%. Rain or shine, good or bad, it just needs to be done. But yeah, I feel very positive though about it. I don't think it's gonna be something that I'm unhappy with. And we're going to do some playtests in the Discord at some point too, probably this week. I'm going to start sending out some test builds to Zero and some other people in the Discord. So if that's something you want to check out, feel free to stop by in. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And as always. Oh, actually, let me read Erdna's message. Doing good, thanks for asking. I'm learning DaVinci Resolve to do my own editing. It's very fun. Thank you, Erdna. I'm glad you dig the game and how it's looking. And DaVinci Resolve is super cool. I actually really enjoyed it. And I'm kind of sad I haven't been able to get it working on my machines, but I love DaVinci Resolve. It's a very great application. So it's going to be a fun journey for you as you learn how to use it. And I'm going to have to figure it out and get it working because I need to do some video editing stuff for the game I'm doing. The next game I'm doing. But yeah. Anyways. Yeah, we'll do the final goodbye. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. God bless. And until next time, stay cozy. Bye-bye.